when you look at insurance, it's a field where there's lots of predictive analysis. You need to be able to say, this is what I foresee happening as you design your products, and be able to customize the products to be able to take account of the changes you're foreseeing tomorrow. So what products that were useful to people 10 years ago, they're not the same insurance products that are useful to our generation today, to tomorrow. So as a company, we are very keen around that, to say we want to customize our products to what we know the market is in need of. We want to refine our processing, our policy servicing, our presence in the eye of our clients in the most digital form possible. And that's for sure happening.
Oh, yeah. That's fantastic.
And, yes. And I'm foreseeing it happen more and more. As a company, we are open to change. I have driven that. We have driven ourselves in that space to say, let's be ready for the change.
Right.
Let's plan for tomorrow and on board what we can.
Yeah. And I think that's definitely something the younger generation like us appreciate, just to, log onto your phone, onto your device, and just find all the information that you need. And with some of these products that you're now implementing, what are some of the challenges that you have seen? And how is Canon Insurance bridging that gap to incorporate insurance adoption in this new era?
You're very right. There's a very low penetration of insurance. Most of us are taking up insurance cover that is mandatory. You must insure your car. That's all you'll do. At the worst, if you can't afford insurance, you must do what they call third-party cover. Be sure even if your car gets into an accident and an insurance company is not going to repair, it has to repair that for the person you hit. Those are compulsory covers. But there's lots of value in insurance. When there's lots of risk for tomorrow we do not know, you cannot predict how good it is when you can plan today to handle that risk.
Right.
But a lot of us, as we live, we don't know this. I had a friend whose house got burnt.
Oh, no.
Luckily, she had insurance. You can imagine how much it takes to build a home. And it can go down. Floods are here every day.
Yes.
So the need for insurance is there. The challenge has been the knowledge to appreciate it and to go out and get. So as a company, that financial education is very key for us. If you get to our website, we're mentioning what the products are able to offer.
Right.
And when we come to assessing how much you need to pay us for us to then be able to offer you the protection, we are keen to say it's not a blanket amount of money we want from all of you. We are choosing to say we will assess how you have covered yourself. If it's theft, how much security have you put around your house? Do you have CCTVs? And so we are open. Not to come out and say, this is the price, this is the product, it's been issued for 20 years, these are the contractual terms. Some of it can be very legal and hard to understand. We're simplifying our policy contract terms so that when we are selling to you, you are able to understand it early enough. Sign off that you have understood so that at the end of it all, both of us keep our word. We keep our promise even as we receive whatever. Is it money you would be paying to cover yourself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. I like that. Yes. And I think financial education is definitely important. It's the key thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And looking into your journey so far, how have you invested in yourself?
Okay.
And can you share some of your proudest achievements in your career?
Yeah. Anyone who's journeyed the actuarial field to finally say I'm an actuary would appreciate as a woman, especially for those of us who had to start studying the professional exams after university.
Right.
You may be a mother, you're working, and at the same time have to study and pass those exams. It needed to just set your targets right. For me, I said, I'll start out my career, and for the first 4 years, nothing else. Wake up at 3 in the morning consistently.
Wow.
I would still walk to our library in Nairobi University Library. I had to buy a card. Then they would allow external students, students to use their library and leave the library at 10.
Wow. From 3 a.m.?
No, like from 3, then go to the office, 3 in the house, go to the office at 8.
Okay.
Work at 5, walk to the library and study.
Yeah.
And through that, being able to say, I'll not even get my firstborn child before at least I get about 8 exams passed. But then there were 15. So by the time you pass 1, there are 2 sittings. It was a journey.
Wow.
So by the time I would get to 8, and much appreciation to even my employer, and then they would even add you leave days, call it study special for the actuaries. Because they appreciated that. So that has been something. When I became an associate actuary, it was a big achievement. Then I could sign off as an actuary.
Oh, absolutely.
Without a company having to outsource that service from out. And that's how then you're able to start out an actuarial department, run from developing products for the company, doing valuations for them when they're doing financial reporting, and tell them this is where you are. The capital you're holding is this amount. Are you safe? Have you kept enough money for the promises you've made to these people out there to say, I will pay you? Let a claim not happen, and then you're saying, I do not have sufficient funds.
Yeah.
So it's been a good journey. That for me was my best. But maybe just to mention another one, I'm happy doing my actuarial work, the analysis.
Right.
Then I find myself, especially when I was in Jubilee, then I'm told you're the head of operations. And you have a large team to work with. You're thinking, how does that happen?
Yeah.
Initially, I remember refusing. But then with further conversations of just stop doing the analysis, come and now try and even implement what you keep advising us to do.
Yeah.
Similarly for Canon, privileged to just be their principal officer now.
That's fantastic.
Yes, so that phone call one time I received from the board chair to say, you will be acting. I was like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Then I was their chief actuary for Canon. Then I had to start that. Again, on both the group COO role. So the diversity of the roles I've had to hold in the industry has been such a lesson for me. And can I say, I would encourage anyone starting out their career or at whatever level you are. I have seen us move companies.
Right.
I'm not saying people must stay with one company for long, but let's be open to take up new roles when they come our way.
Absolutely.
Because you can be in one company and hold 4 or 5 functions over the period you're with them.
Right.
And there's a lot of learning. There's a lot of learning to know how to issue a policy, to know how to service it for the client, to know how to settle claims, and finally then be able to be part of the strategy team that is now running the company.
Yeah.
It's all possible. And for me, it's an issue of be open, continue developing yourself.
Right.
Continue studying. I have not stopped at the actuarial level personally. To be a principal officer, and then I had to do what they call the LOMA exams, which I did last year.
Oh, wow.
I'm a trustee of my pension. I've had to attend a trustee development training course at the College of Insurance again last year. And I'm very keen to say I want to sit into webinars, listen, especially this digital space.
Yes.
At some point, you didn't do IT at a degree level, but then it's reaching a level where you must have the knowledge.
You do.
You must have the knowledge. So for me, it's a journey that I pray will have some positive impact on somebody else as we listen to each other through this series.
Absolutely.
Yeah.